Hey now, everybody. Welcome to DDO Players News, where we take a look at the latest news from Dungeons & Dragons Online and on the tabletop. I am your host, Drac. I am without Pine Leaf tonight. Had a weird scheduling thing. It is a little too late for Pine Leaf when we're recording this. So I decided to make a very bad decision that I'm probably going to regret because from what I can tell, all three of us on this podcast right now, or actually all four, I guess I should say, math is hard, has been drinking. So we'll see where this goes. We have Lessah from the Damsels of DDO.
Hey, everybody. I'm so happy to be here, even though, it's not good. It's not happy times right now. It's tough
Save that
times.
for later.
Guys,
Save that for later.
fine, you guys are a bad influence. Just saying.
Now, hold on now.
Already there.
I was going to
You
say.
were drinking first.
Hold on now. Also, what this is, Mr. Rent Tupone.
Greetings for relaxing times. Make it Suntory time.
Wow. And joining us for the... I got nothing for that. And joining us for the first time on the podcast is the one and the only. You've heard me talk about him before. Never heard him on the podcast until now. It is Tay.
Hello. How do you do?
I am fine.
The man, the myth,
How are you
the
doing?
myth.
That's right. The man, the myth, the legend.
Also known as Mr. Buttons.
Hello there, everybody.
Oh, nice call out to Mr. Buttons. So, Tay, I don't know if you know this, but we have a special thing we do when new guests come on the podcast. We haze them. So, get ready, sir. It's easy and simple, though.
All right. Let's have at it.
All right.
I want to hear about it.
I want to know your history with gaming in general, Dungeons & Dragons, and then DDO. Go.
Gaming. Wow. Okay. Man, lowball, huh? Gaming in general. I've been gaming since I was like a kid, man. I'm a millennial, so we had all the good stuff growing up.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pokemon.
This, I gotta say.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
You know what? Nah, get rid of that. Crap. No, honestly, I didn't really start getting serious about gaming until D&D, and actually, my initial introduction to D&D wasn't like classic pen and paper; it was DDO.
Really? Wow! I actually didn't know that.
Yeah. Started playing with this motley crew of fools. What, 15 years ago, Brent? How long?
DDO is 15 years old now? 14 years old. So 14 years ago, Tay started playing DDO with us, of all people. Me, Myth,
Lucky
Saba.
me.
Yeah, right? Lessah came much later. But yes, when DDO first started, Tay was part of our gaming group. I think he was 3 years old? Yes.
Yeah.
Just out of diapers.
3 1/4. Yeah. Just still having some accidents at night. Credit where credit's due, bud. But I've been playing on and off ever since. So yeah, here we are. We recently started a new dedicated group that we do once a week that I thoroughly enjoy, and it's kind of reinvigorated my interest in the game.
Mine too, and we're gonna actually bring that up later in the show as well.
Ooh, cannot wait.
I know it's gonna be a fun conversation because we'll just save it till later in the show. We do have some DDO news, though. We did have a patch that is update 42, patch 1. Came out Tuesday, the 21st. Mostly it was Sharn related, really. I was kind of glancing over the patch notes. Looks like most of the fixes were actually to Sharn. Some of the biggest things, the boarding pass for Sharn will now allow you to select 4 different teleport locations. It used to be when you used the boarding pass, you would just pop up at the Clifftop Tower District. Now you can choose to do the Tower District, the Sharn Docks, Alakarn's Forge, or the Drunken Dragon Tavern, which is the best name for a tavern ever. Then some other things. Like I said, basically it's just like Sharn related. You can look at the release notes that I've linked in the show notes. The biggest thing, I think they did fix the saga rewards. They were kind of messed up, and some of the minor artifacts and everything like that were not dropping. So they fixed some of that, fixed some other little small issues. So take over and take a look at that if you want to get to the full rundown of that. Also, we had downtime today as we record this on Thursday. That was for a hot fix. We have no idea what it was for, though. I.e., read into that, there apparently was an exploit. All Cordovan posted over on the forums was there was a small hotfix to correct a, quote, unintended game issue we weren't able to provide more information on at this time. I'm sure you can probably figure out the general category of the issue, end quote. So that's very vague.
Super cryptic.
I can't help but wonder why Drunken Dragon has never been used for a tavern.
Exactly, I know, right?
Or even better yet, Duncan Argon. Even better.
Even better.
But even better.
It's like the donuts, but not.
Duncan
But not.
Duncan
Like
Argon.
the donuts, but not. So yeah, I kind of want to know what was going on. I'm sure some people out there are very pissed off at this moment because something they were doing they probably can't do anymore. A lot of people are speculating it's related to some drop rates or something, but I think it was a little more than that. Because I think if it would have been drop rates, they probably would have said that. They wouldn't have been so cryptic about it.
Maybe it's something you still haven't quite figured out. Because why be so cryptic if it's not an issue anymore, right?
Right, exactly. Unless it was an exploit, because, you know, they don't, even after they fix an exploit, I don't think they've ever actually came out and said, we fixed X issue because it was an exploit.
Yeah, you don't want to give people ideas.
Right. So more than likely that's what it was. But anyway, so let's jump right in to our Chronicle issue this week. We do have community spotlights this week. Axel is running through Sharn in a series of videos. Click over and watch him. Pineleaf and myself started our new series of Masterminds of Sharn as well. You can click over to watch the first episode. That, if you're not familiar with what we're doing, that we are calling Sharn Heaven and Hell, because I'm playing a Tiefling Warlock and he is playing a ASMR Ranger. So we have Heaven and Hell. It kind of came up by accident, but it's kind of a cool concept. I like it. I'm having fun with it. So we've done the first issue of that. You can check that out. DDO Cast had their 558th episode. That was on Reaper status. And the beginning of the episode for the news section was taken over by the damsels. And that was quite...
Those ladies.
I can't...
Yeah, it was
I can't
so
find the words.
professional
Yeah.
More like
and
troublemakers.
practiced and just
Polished.
really
Like,
polished.
really
Polished, that's it.
So good.
Finally polished. Finally polished episode
good.
right there.
We really know what we're doing over there.
Well-oiled machine. Like,
DDO.com.
And yet, Patrick keeps having you host.
He's at the bottom of the host barrel.
Also,
Got
Psycho
the bulk. He's a barrel of them.
Psycho Blind had a new episode of her Free DO, which I love that title. Click over to watch that. Mickey's talking about rating. She's in week 123. I cannot believe she's rated 123 weeks in a row.
dear
That's
Lord.
crazy. That's crazy. Also, part 6 of the Sunless Citadel was on D&D Night on DDO Stream. Check that out. And Doug Glendower, of course, is back with another episode of Bard Life. And we do have our Chronicle comment, as we always do. What is the best way to defeat a Forge Wraith?
I don't know. What
A
is
what?
the best way?
That's what I'm
Forge
saying. Number one, what's a Forge Wraith?
Yeah.
Word Warforge? Right?
I think that might be
Is that what that
something
means?
new in Sharn, but I'm not sure.
We've got to play it.
I know we do. I
Mhm.
know we
Yes, yes, yes.
do.
Lessah and the Hiram.
Yeah, we can't call ourselves the Three Musketeers anymore.
I know, right?
Now, Lessah's
Uh,
hero.
Again, we will be talking about that later in the show.
Oh God.
Yeah.
And let's wrap out the Chronicle with the screenshot of the week. That is Lessah, not Lessah, Lessah. I think they're infringing on your copyright, Lessah. You might want to get your
Maybe.
lawyers on that. Captures the shared sky at night.
My crack
The-
team of lawyers.
in the 416th DDO screenshot of the week. This was a really bad decision I made. It's all right.
All right.
It's fine. It's fine.
Right.
We'll just jump right in to the store sales so we can get to the good stuff of the show. This is where we're going to hear Lessah rage. The McRib of DDO is back. That's right. The Autos box is back. So, Lessah, what are your opinions
It's
on the Autos
like
box being
somebody from SSG is following me around and listening to all of my conversations, maybe through she who shall not be named, who's listening all the time.
back? Which mine is muted, so it's fine. It's cool.
Okay, so I can say it.
Yeah, you can say it. It's fine.
Rhymes with?
Malexa.
Rhymes You're not very good at this.
I'm
Lessah.
not very good at this.
It's all right. It's fine. Go on. It's fine.
Oh my God. So a long time ago, I don't know, some weeks ago, when I started playing with the Hiram on Wayfinder, the highest level character I had was 15. And he was a Warforged that I had intended to run challenges with. Well, he wasn't quite as high level as you guys. And I have this level 7, level 8 paladin that I thought would be more fun for me. So whenever there were double bonus points, I purchased points that I would need to get this Autos box because I knew that eventually they were going to put it on sale. And I waited and I waited and I played my Warforged and waited some more and I thought, okay, it's never going to happen. And lo and behold, my Warforged hits 20. Now I no longer need the Autos box. So I'm like, well, maybe I can spend my points on something else. Because, he needed a bigger ingredients bag. He needed a bigger collectibles bag. And I bought him an XP potion and some Slayer pots. And, I spent some of money. And lo and behold, today they put the Autos box on sale.
The day
I did.
after you hit
day
20.
after.
The
Yes,
day
the day
after you
after.
hit 20.
This is an outrage. You know
Alexa
what?
was listening.
Was she?
Oh my god.
You know what, SSG? The next time you screw me, why don't you kiss me after so I don't feel so cheap?
Take a
Just
gal
saying.
out for dinner.
Take a girl out for dinner.
These
But
might be
so
some
now-
McNuggets or something.
So now I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll get the Autos box anyway. I can always epic TR my my Warforged, and I'll take him back down, and I can still use the Autos box on my human paladin. Well, I need a whole bunch of points now to do that, and whenever I thought, okay, I'll just get away with just buying just enough points, so I bought a few more points, and now I'm like 200 short.
Oh no.
Oh,
no.
Unbelievable.
Oh, I could, but yeah, when I looked at
I'm
the
done.
Chronicle when I got
I don't
home,
know what else to do.
I was like, oh snap, it's on sale. Because we were just talking about this last night.
Right?
Literally have
and
been
every night.
logging
know.
in every day looking
know.
for this thing to be on sale.
Oh, I know. Oh, it's horrible.
SSG is like, how can we grief Lessah this week?
How can we? I think it's a personal attack.
Waving
Where's my
out
crack
those
team of
boxes.
lawyers at?
Maybe, that's right.
Waving an Autos box, fanning themselves in the Autos box, going, so
Hello.
you want this, do you? So now I
Yeah.
have big decisions to make. Do I want to reach into my pocket and spend some money, or do I want to be angry? I want a little of both,
Still gotta have that rage, but you still gotta,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nah, brah. There's those epic, fate point tomes now.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, no, no,
Oh,
no, no.
don't get me
I've
started on
already
those.
gotten- I've already received
Oh,
a free
no.
grade tome. I just
No,
they want you to buy the good stuff. They're
First
just
taste is
enticing
free,
me.
buddy.
I know
right.
it's like Oliver's little bump of Coke.
Get off the
Uh.
crack pipe, Tay.
Get
You
out.
don't need it. It's not going to make you happy.
You know, the first puff's a little bitter. The second puff's a little sweet. Then you're hooked.
He wants that. He
Oh,
wants
wait,
the
what?
tome.
What? Okay. Also on sale, just gonna move right on. DDO Bonus Days is bringing you a +5 VIP XP boost along with a 25% Kenneth Crafting XP boost that runs through May
Ooh.
20 to 7th.
I'm listening.
So rent is start crafting.
I haven't
You-
stopped.
You are the group's official crafter, so there you go.
Oh, true story. Rent and I used to call each other Sid and Nancy in the crafting house.
Oh, we were so
Those were good
codependent.
times,
Oh, they
right?
were,
we
yeah.
were really codependent with our little cots in the corner of the crafting hall.
Oh, yeah,
It was
just
great.
You can also get
scrounging through the dumpster for trash loot
Yeah.
to crunch.
Oh
It
yeah.
was-
Oh yeah.
trash loot to anybody.
Oh.
Anybody here? You
Yeah,
got anything
exactly.
you don't want? I'll take it. I'll take it. Please, sir. Can I have another?
Can I have some more?
Oh,
Can I have those bolts that you left in the chest?
right. Oh, so
Which-
valuable to me.
Which may have happened last night, as a matter of fact.
A little bit.
I think
Oh,
just
that-
about those
that-
exact words happened. We also have elsewhere in the store 30% off. Select stat tomes and skill tomes, tomes of learning, treasure hunter elixirs, which in my case don't do crap. But that's besides the point.
It doesn't help the RNG for you, does it?
Does
Drac?
not. Does not. And select enhancement trees. Those are on sale through May the 30th. Weekly coupon code is going to get you a potion of tumbling, a +20 potion of tumbling. 5 of those. Use the coupon code TumblePot. That is also through May 30th.
Tumblepot. What is that?
Why even?
Do you remember?
Why? Why is it a thing? Why?
Okay. Yeah. Who the f tumbles?
Exactly.
Who tumbles?
That would be Boy George. He tumbles for you.
My
Oh
God,
my
I was
God.
thinking that very same thing, but I didn't say it. Get out of my head. Get out of my head.
Go on.
Oh, jeez. All right, let's take a look at our site news real quick. Only thing we have for site news, I kind of talked about it earlier because we were mentioned in the Chronicle. That is the first episode of Pyleaf and I running through Sharn. That is our Heaven and Hell series. The first episode is entitled Have Ya Met Me? If you watch the episode, you'll see why.
Can I guess who it features?
Sure, take a guess.
Does their name start with R and an ent?
No.
No.
No? What?
No.
What? Oh.
No, spoiler alert, it's me!
Oh well. Have you met me?
Have
Yeah,
you
have
met Drac?
you met me? Because I did something like evil and something or whatever, and they couldn't believe I did it. And I was like, dude, have you met me?
I feel like that's a catchphrase every time we play, though.
It is. It is. It is. I kind of stole it from you, but it's fine. It's fine.
I was gonna say, Ren says that quite often.
And, yeah, it's
Say-
I say many things quite often.
About it.
fine. Let's take a look, see what's coming in from the dungeon. We do know what the new Dungeons and Dragons storyline is, and what we're going to be doing in that. We're going to be going to hell.
What?
It is called Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus, and it starts out taking place in the city of Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate, I should say, and you become gripped by the forces of hell, and you end up going to Avernus, which, if you are not familiar, is the first layer of the 9 hells.
No. You know what I'm really excited about? I'm excited because I'm told there's a very special place for me there.
You know, I have been told that several times myself.
See?
We are probably going to be roommates. It's going to be
excellent.
perfect. Excellent. So yes, this is coming out in September. Once again, it's called Baldur's Gate: Descent into Avernus. It's going to pretty much do what they have done with all of the books. There is going to be stuff for levels 1 to 4. They're going to kind of get you leveled, and then they're going to send you down to Avernus, and then that's where the real fun starts, and it goes up to level 13. The book does come out in September, as I said. You can pre-order it now on Amazon for $35.97, which is about 28% off the list price.
Nice.
So if you want to save some money on it, go ahead and do that. Also, at your friendly local game store, you can order there too. Of course, you have to pay full price for it there, but then you're kind of supporting your local game store, which is a good thing to do. Exactly. See, exactly. Also, with the book, they are going to bring out a set of dice and maps. They have done this several times before with the last couple books, but this dice set is really, really nice. It is like they are a cool red color dice. I love the dice color of these. And they actually got smart, and they're giving you 2 D20s now. I never understood in their other dice sets why they only give you 1 D20. But yeah, you're getting...
Oh, right. Yeah, because, well, for advantage and disadvantage now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Never thought about that.
Yeah, so you're getting 2
Welcome to
D20s,
5.0.
1 D12, 2 D10s, 1 D8, 46,
One
and
can
a
never
1
have enough
D4.
D20s.
That's right.
No one can have enough D&D dice. It is really...
Yeah, exactly.
I have a box full of them.
Oh, me too. Yeah, I have so many dice. I have dice on Red menus.
Mhm.
And then I have dice on punishing because, RNG. It's fine. It's fine. And then that too is going to come out in September. You can pre-order this now. It's 21% off right now over on Amazon at $19.64. So if you want to save a little money, do it there. But if not, support your game store, as we said. Go order it from there. But wait, there is more Dungeons and Dragons news. This is the coolest thing in the history of the world. Another book is coming out for D&D this fall. It is Dungeons and Dragons versus Rick and Morty.
What?
Huh?
Oh.
Yes, this is
elaborate.
It's going to feature an adventure for characters of the series from Rick and Morty, and your dungeon master that is going to take you through this adventure. He has notes and he tells you how to do it. Is Rick himself? Rick wrote this adventure. It's going to be amazing. You can kind of think of this as a starter kit because it's going to be in a box. It's going to have some pre-generated characters in it. It's going to have the Rick and Morty adventure. The whole thing has the Rick and Morty humor. It's all Rick and Morty'd up. It sounds freaking amazing.
Oh, shut up and take my money.
Exactly. This comes out. They actually haven't. I'm sorry. They did say this comes out November the 19th. $29.99 is the MSRP on this. So far, it's not available for pre-order yet that I have seen. But keep checking on Amazon or over on DDO Players. I'll be sure to let you know when it's up on Amazon, and your friendly local game store should have it. But how cool is that?
Absolutely.
D&D versus Rick and Morty.
Oh, my Lord. And if you don't know who Rick and Morty are, climb out from under your rock.
Netflix.
Embrace the pop cultures.
Netflix or Hulu? I forget which one they're on now.
Yeah, I watch it on Hulu because I actually don't have Netflix. I know.
And I don't have Hulu, but if you're not one that's Hulu inclined, just buy it on Amazon Prime. It's totally worth it.
I think they were streaming it on Cartoon Network. I think you could just take it from the site, but either way, Rick and Morty.
I'll check that, but yeah. But I guess they, at the streaming event they did when they announced this, they said this whole adventure is like, if you love Rick and Morty and love their humor, this whole adventure is like that. And like I said, Rick has put little notes in there how a DM should act and what the DM should do. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing.
I've not been more excited about a D&D product coming out in so long. This is amazing.
I know, me too.
That
me
will
too.
be fun.
Awesome.
That's definitely on the purchase.
We should do it. We should play it.
That's what I thought too.
On
I thought
Fantasy
the same
Grounds,
thing.
we
Yep.
should do this. I could be
my
Rick.
goodness.
We can give. I'm sure it'll
You're
be easy.
already like Rick anyway.
Oh my
know.
god, you are
Kinda
so
you are.
Rick.
I never thought of this until right now, but oh my god, you are Rick.
Did you know I went as Asian Rick at PAX Unplugged last time? Yeah,
No.
a bunch of my friends went as like random Ricks, and I went as Asian Rick. My one friend went as Genderbent Rick. The other one was like regular Rick. Oh yeah, we were all Ricks. It was amazing.
Please tell me you just ran around yelling Szechuan sauce.
Didn't even think of that. Oh my god. So yeah, I got to see if I can dig up a group picture of all of us Ricks. Oh my god, that was amazing.
Wow.
All right, go
I
on.
didn't think it'd be better than your Brutalitabs cosplay.
Hey, I am still in the top 10 Google searches. I am internet famous, baby.
You are.
You are. That is true. I have seen the Google search to prove it.
Yes.
Let's take a quick look to see what's on the tabletop. News from the gaming world. Looks like Battletech is back, and I think Rent and Tay want to talk about this.
Yes, Battletech is back. I don't know. Most people, I don't know if people understand Battletech was originally a tabletop game. I think most gamers these days know Battletech as MechWarrior, the PC games. I don't know if you guys ever played the PC games, MechWarrior. Drac, any?
Like the very early one, like the first one, maybe.
Mm-hmm. So Battletech is a game, a tabletop game of stompy giant robot combat, and it's been around since the '80s, and it's just a lot of fun, and it's got a real deep history. It's kind of like Dune meets Game of Thrones, except with giant stompy robots.
Very steeped in lore. Love it.
It really is steeped in lore. They've got at least 40 plus paperback novels of the Battletech universe. And basically, it takes place in the year 3025 and onward. And there's houses, much like Game of Thrones houses, except these are galactic houses, and each house is, descendant of some earthly Terran, government. But anyway, it's a great game. It has to do with giant robots, and you just beat the crap out of each other. Lasers, punches, missiles. It's all very good. I used to play in the '80s, and now it's come back with a beginner's box for people who've never played, and the full-on box set, which is the classic game of giant robot combat. Catalyst Games put this out, and if you're at all interested in a tabletop game where you get to pilot a giant robot and blow the crap out of other robots, I highly recommend this game.
And there's definitely a campaign mode to it too, so it's not just arena combat all the time. I mean, you get to make decisions for your whole crew. It's a lot of fun. And granted, take this with a grain of salt, because I'm new to the BattleTech world. Rent so courteously introduced me to it, and I've absolutely fallen in love with it. It's a great game.
It's super, like I said, steeped in lore. It's got a lot of history. It's fun. You really sink your teeth into. The tabletop game, I think, is riding on the coattails of the PC game that just came out last year. HBS Games and Paradox Interactive put out a BattleTech game. It's a PC game, but it's essentially the closest approximation of the tabletop game you can get on the PC.
Yeah, everybody loved that game.
Oh,
It got
absolutely.
really good reviews.
Mm-hmm. And it's not like a Twitch-based game, because a lot of the old MechWarrior games, it was all just like running and shooting and very kind of Twitch-based. But this is really a strategy game. And Tay will tell you, unless you work your strategy, and you can't just go in guns blazing. You got to really work out your strategy, or else you're going to get your butt handed to you.
You will die.
Yeah. But it's rewarding in that if you plan your strategy and you work with what you got, it's super fun.
So have they updated the rules at all, or are the rules pretty much the same as they've always been?
I think it suffered from that power creep where you have an original game and then you just keep adding stuff over the years, and then it's so much supplemental material that it kind of gets bogged down. So I think they just parsed it down to the basics, which is the beginner box, and then the new box set, the classic game, is basically the rule set going forward. Another reason why they re-released this was because a lot of the robots that they had initially were based on the old Robotech cartoon. And there was litigation for years. They couldn't use those robots. Like, the original box set had Robotech robots, but because of litigation with Harmony Gold, they had to take them out and yada, yada, yada. But anyway, those things have all been settled. So these robots, which were well loved in the 80s, are now back in the game, which is super great.
Nice. And is that available now?
It is available now. I think The beginner box is available now on Amazon still. I think the classic game, the full game, is on back order because it just sold out like crazy. But like I said, this is old school tabletop giant robot combat. It's like I said, if you're at all interested in it, it's a lot of fun. I play every time I go to Gen Con. I spend at least a day playing BattleTech with the Catalyst guys. It's a lot of fun.
That was great fun last year.
Yes, especially like when it got down to like me and one other dude. It's like, we gotta wrap this up. Gotta get to karaoke.
DM's moving out of the area. You got to finish up the campaign in like 3 hours.
Game of Thrones season 8, same thing.
What?
Oh, hashtag too soon. Too soon.
Yeah, we can. I think it's too soon to really give any spoilers.
Yeah, too soon. Go on.
Maybe too soon.
Moving on.
That's right. Moving right along. We'll take a quick look to see what is on the screen. Only thing we have this week is, do you guys, okay, everybody here other than Tay, because he is a youngin', he won't remember this. Do you remember New Coke?
Oh yes. Oh, that was an abomination.
It was an abomination. They're bringing it back, kind of.
That it's not new anymore. And
So-
yes, I do actually remember New Coke. Thank you.
Do you?
Yeah, I was young. I was a youngin'.
What were you, like 1?
I was
Like
like
2 years old?
2 years old, but I don't know.
His
6,
mom put
6,
it in
7?
his baby bottle.
Heck yeah, man.
In
Dude, back
your
the trailer,
sippy cup,
back
you had
there
new
was our-
back in the trailer.
With new coke in it.
Fun fact, carbonated beverages do not stay in sippy cups. Universally
Okay.
applicable to all carbonated beverages.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Just wanna
But
point
yeah,
that out.
Coke is actually bringing New Coke back, and this is in honor of the 3rd season of Stranger Things. I guess in the first couple episodes of the show, New Coke is going to play a part. You're going to see New Coke everywhere. They're going to be drinking it because it takes place in the summer of '85, and that's when New Coke came out.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, New Coke's coming back. What they're gonna do is they're going to release a Stranger Things pack, and it's going to have a couple Stranger Things themed cans, and you also get a New Coke in with that. So if you actually want to buy the New Coke, you have to buy the pack.
I wonder if it's
Or-
going to taste as terrible as new coke did.
Oh, I'm sure it did. It was horrible.
It's part of the meme.
Yeah, and they actually said they had to find the recipe and they had to recreate the recipe, but nobody could remember how they did it. So they dug the recipe out of the vaults and they had to experiment. And I thought, no, it's just tastes like crap because it tasted like crap.
Exactly.
You did it right the first time. So yeah.
Okay, so I have a 2-part question surrounding this.
Okay.
First off, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Is Stranger Things? Did they bring the new Coke back? The new old Coke back? Old new Coke? Or is new Coke coming back and now Stranger Things is doing a cameo
No.
for them? Which
No.
first?
No, I think that they wrote it in and Coke just, they're monopolized.
Piggyback.
They're taking
They piggybacked it.
advantage. Yeah.
So that being said, did somebody who worked on the crew just say, "Hey, I got this old case of new Coke from 25, 30 years ago."
I have so many questions related to that.
Like, where did they come
Mm.
This whole
across?
time.
Yes. So yeah, but I think the coolest thing about this though is also in select cities, which Coke hasn't announced which cities yet, they are going to have an upside down themed Coke machine that is going to be dispensing free new Cokes.
Oh, that's the only way I'd drink
You know,
it.
keep them.
So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Nah, free, it's fine, it's cool.
You're gonna,
Yeah,
it's gonna have
fine.
to dispense out $1 with it.
You
just
know the
to track it.
conspiracies behind that, right?
No, what? Tell me.
That's
No.
it was a well, the conspiracy theory that I heard, and I'm a conspiracy theory connoisseur, is that Coca-Cola wanted to switch to corn syrup instead of sugar because it was less expensive, but it changed the taste fundamentally of the beverage. So they did a lot of market research to find out how long it takes for people's taste buds to forget what something tastes like. And that is how long they took Coke off the market. And then they brought it back, lo and behold, with corn syrup as their sweetener instead of sugar. And nobody noticed that it tasted different.
You're blowing my mind right now.
Hey man, look it up.
That sounds
That-
like legit thing though.
Yeah.
It, sounds just,
It does.
like
Gonna say
all
that
conspiracy theories.
Right? They
Just
that
legitimate
sounds
enough to possibly be
scientifically
true.
right. That's scientifically based. That I would believe that at this point. I think you've just blown my mind. Wow.
It's
love
just
it.
scientific enough.
It's
Yeah,
just
exactly. Yeah, I
scientific
know.
enough.
Ish.
It's the
Scientific-ish.
Diet Coke of
38%
scientific-
science. Not, I'll drink it.
I'll drink it, yeah. It's
But
fine.
the best thing about this, though, is Coke told CNN this comeback of New Coke is going to be done in a way to, quote, not take ourselves too seriously.
Good.
So they can rip around their own drink or something? Or?
So, well, it's basically for Stranger Things, and then it's going to be out for a limited time, and then it's going to go away again. But yeah, it's just kind of a weird product placement thing. But yeah, I would love to see one of these upside down themed Coke machines, though. That
That's
sounds
gonna
pretty
drink Crystal Pepsi.
Oh god.
Did you guys know Zima came back?
sweet.
Oh my god, really?
Oh my God, you're kidding me!
What?
No.
Zima-
What?
You are not serious right
you
now.
guys know I'm at Gin
Yeah.
But he and I went hiking on the Appalachian Trail about 2 years ago now, and
Hmm.
we stopped at a bar on the way back through Gatlinburg, and they had a Zima there. And I've never had a Zima. I'm young. I just turned. I've always
This is
heard
well established at
everybody
this point.
this terrible thing about Zima and putting Jolly Ranchers in it.
Oh God, it's
I didn't have a Jolly
It's
Rancher.
horrible. It's
So I drank
horrible.
a Zima and got about 3 sips in, and I just said, you know what? Can I just have a Corona? It's pretty bad.
I had no. Yeah, I had no idea that they brought. Why did they bring it back? Why?
To make me suffer.
To make you suffer.
Wow.
Wow.
Alright then.
Okay, so
On that note,
on that note, if you have listened to the podcast in the past, I don't know, couple months, you've heard me talk about this static group that I had with Tay and Rent. Somehow Lessah got involved. So let's do an origin story of how the hell did you get
How did
involved
this
and
happen?
how did this happen?
I was
Because I really don't remember.
I was going through a phase where I was religiously addicted to 7 Days to Die, and I needed to play it every single day. And I was playing 7 Days to Die, and Rentikins was there, and he was like, "Oh, I gotta go play in my static group," and I was like, "Oh, okay." He was like, "Why don't you come with me?" Because you know how Rent is, right? Like if he's going somewhere and you're there, he's gonna invite
He's
you.
got to bring the party with him.
It doesn't. He is the party,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
he will
Yep,
bring the
is.
party
Yes,
with him.
yep. Mhm.
But like that doesn't necessarily mean that you're welcome wherever you're going. I'm like, I can't just show up. They're not gonna want me to stay and play. He's like,
Because at
"No,
that
no,
point
no."
it was called Guys Night.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
Guys' night.
right.
I can't just Lessah can't just be in guys' night. And Brent's like, no, it'll be fine. Look, I said, okay, look, I will go to say hello, and not, no pressure or whatever will be on anyone. Nothing will be said. And I went to say hello, and all of you guys were like, no, come and play with us. Come Christmas with us, etc., etc.
I think there was like some serious apprehension on your end too, because I remember all of us were logged in. We're already in a dungeon.
Yeah, I
You're like,
know.
well,
Yeah,
it got
we were. You're
awkward.
like,
Like,
well,
you weren't sure if you're gonna stay or not.
Well,
Like, are you
well.
coming or are you just gonna stand here and wait all night? Like, what?
What? That's so true. That's exactly how.
And it just kind of
Lessah-
stuck.
And then
Lessah
the
was,
next,
she was granted honorary boy bits and
right,
invited.
right.
yeah.
And then I
Come to
showed
find
up
out
the
she
next
loves
week.
it.
And then I showed up the week after that. And then I showed up
It just
Mm.
stuck.
like the one night stand that never went away. Like,
Hate when that
Yeah,
happens.
yeah, she's got her own drawer.
right? I got a drawer.
Little toothbrush up on the
Yeah,
the counter. What's this rogue toothbrush doing on my counter?
What's this doing here?
What's
Yep.
why is this here?
That's legit.
But
yeah,
now
Tate.
Where is this
The
long
hero.
hair in my sink? Where did this come from? Oh, that's right.
But yeah, Tate kind of mentioned it at the beginning of the show. But yeah, I am having so much fun in this group. Like
It's a lot of fun.
so much. Like I can't tell you how much fun I'm having in this group.
Has
This
is-
rejuvenated your
Yeah.
love. of
Yeah,
DDO.
it has. It has because I was kind of getting burned out on DDO a little bit. You know, I was like playing. It's like, okay, you know, I'm gonna play. It's fine. I'll just play one night a week and it'll be fine. But now I'm like, it's fun and it's almost new again. And it's like we have so much fun and it's I
And it's
just love
really
it.
great. And you know what? I think Lessah really balances out our party because, like I said, when it was the three of us, it was good. But now Lessah's really brought the meat to this man sandwich. Manwhich.
Isn't
Manwhich.
Wait. That is copyrighted, sir. Manwhich.
Yes.
Manwhich.
I kind of like that better than the Serum actually.
Yeah.
Manwich is good. I like
Manwich.
The
that.
Manwich static group is
The Manwich group.
But no,
Manwhich.
Good
really,
stuff, man.
Lessah really has brought the meat to the sandwich. I mean, she just it's a two-fisted
She does.
burger now. I mean, we're really crushing stuff. It's a lot. Yeah, Caligula.
Calagule.
Caligula.
But oh, we're having so much fun, and like the greatest part is we're on Wayfinder. It's just
Oh,
It's the
Wayfinder.
crappiest, sir. It's
it's
the
Wayfinder. You
worst.
know,
Worst
Anybody
server ever.
that like Wayfinder is your home server. I'm sorry that's your home
Yeah.
server
I mean,
because
mad
it's
respect.
so sad. It is. I have respect for all of the Wayfindians. I
The
guess that's
Wayfinders.
what it's
Wayfinders. The
The way-
Wayfinders.
the way-
yeah, the
Wayfinders.
Wayfinders. I mean, I haven't met you because nobody's ever on.
Because
but-
there aren't any of them.
You
They're all
know?
in Germany.
Oh my God.
There are a
Like,
lot of
every once in a
Germans
while,
on the
I'll-
server.
Like see one person and I'll say something to them, but then I'm like, oh, they're logging out. Oh, that's awkward. But yeah, but I am having so much fun, and it's like I don't, we're kind of not taking ourselves too seriously about it, but
Super cash.
yeah, it is, and we're just now starting epic stuff because we all hit 20. We're working on getting our sentient weapons, and it's just fun.
Yeah,
just-
and I think the
it's-
best thing
it's
is
amazing.
though the epic stuff is fairly new to Drac and Tay, so we're,
Mhm.
we're all
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
Yeah,
this
that's
journey
the
together.
thing.
Yeah, I mean, Brent, you and I are in another static group where we initially intended just to do all Reaper Madness night.
Yes.
But that just not a lot of us. I am vastly undergeared. Just call it what it is. So,
But it's your first time around. It's your first
is,
time around at
it is.
Epics. It's not like you got a bunch of past lives under your belt. It's understandable.
Yeah, no, I'm in my second life on Argo, and I like it, but it's very you gotta run each quest efficiently. You have very finite resources I'm coming to learn, and we can kind of take it a little more casual on this server and take it slow and smell the roses.
We can have fun. Fun. F-U-N.
Yeah.
Fun is
I
not
mean, don't
enough.
get me
Yeah,
wrong.
and-
I have fun on the other server too. It's just this one's a little more.
You might have fun. I'm the
Juicy,
goddamn
juicy.
cleric.
Please.
It's a nightmare for
It's a
you.
nightmare. My life is a nightmare.
Love it.
Feeling your clanky ass. No, I'm sorry. That's Less's clanky ass. It's
That's
your
mine.
dead ass. Between you
Yeah,
being dead and
I'm
Lessa being
always
metal.
dead. I'm constantly dead on Argo.
She's made of liquid metal.
If I don't die at least 6 times in one quest, we did something wrong. Or right. I don't know.
But yeah, Wayfinder is fun. It's just, I just
It
wish
is,
there was
it
stuff
is.
for sale on the auction house. Like when every item
auction
on, yeah, exactly. When every item on the auction house takes up 2 pages, it's a sad state of affairs.
It is. It's like, oh, Wayfinder. God love you, Wayfinder, but oh my gosh.
There's no gaming in the auction house either.
No, I can't manipulate that market. Ugh.
No. You take
Because you are the market.
I know, right?
you and the other people in your party.
Exactly. We all get excited when something's on the auction house, and it's like, ah, damn it, you posted that, didn't
Yeah, right
you?
now.
Damn it.
Just give the money
I
to
thought I saw this in the last loot chest.
That's right.
That's so weird.
I just gave that to
It's
Red.
weird how that happened.
I can't have to
Oh, God, yeah. That's right. Red needs to crunch that. But yeah, like I said, I am having so much fun. It's just so great.
Yeah.
Now, next on the agenda is Sharn. So that'll be something. Sharn and elite stuff. So
And I think we have all decided on the sentient weapons we're gonna get. Are we one to get?
Oh yes.
You know, I've actually already got the sentient weapon I'm going to be using. I got it out of the Raiders box. It had the exact one that my character needs.
You'll
Like, I
summon a
love,
beach.
yeah, I love that I already have it, but at the same time, kind of disappointed because now I'm like, well, I don't have anything to work on. I got it.
Did you slot stuff? Did you get your filigree? Did you get your?
I don't have the filigree yet, and honestly, I don't know a lot about sentient weapons. I have one on Argonessin, on our Reaper Madness group, but I don't. I mean, we got the cheap and dirty and fast one out of Barovia.
Yeah, I think isn't like all the filigrees and stuff, don't they drop in Ravenloft, or do they drop elsewhere too? I think Les is googling it now.
Someone's Google fluing.
Somebody's googling it now. I hear the typing, but yeah. So yeah, it's just fun, and I am for one glad Lessah got invited somehow. So it's fun.
Thanks.
It's fun,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're glad that Rent is awkwardly inclusive with everyone.
That's
Well,
exactly
that-
It'll
just
be
the-
fine. No, that's true.
The funniest thing was like he popped in the Discord first and he's like, yeah, I kind of
He had to
Lessah,
confess.
like she's gonna be here like just a little bit.
Oh,
It's
hi,
cool,
Lessah.
right?
How's it going?
Yeah. Like, and then she's like, "Hi guys," and we're
I'm
like,
already in the group.
Oh god, it was great, but yeah, so much fun, and we and I think the greatest thing about the group too is we really don't have a set night. We kind of have been playing on Wednesdays, but that's not really,
Yeah,
I mean, usually like a static group has, okay, we're gonna play on this night, from this time to this time. We're just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, play Wednesday, cool. Can you play Thursday? Sure. Can you play
Absolutely.
Friday? Why not? Yeah, that's what's great about it. So much fun.
Yeah,
So much
super
fun.
loosey goosey. I love that we're getting into the epics now, and
Mhm.
I feel like I love that we're taking our time with it because I'm starting to learn the storylines a little bit more of all these epic quests. Because I mean, I think everybody knows the feeling of not even you could do quests for the first time ever, but everyone you're running with has already done it 10, 20, 100 times. So you don't stop to read all the DM text, and you don't read all the stories about why you're even doing this quest. And I don't know. It's nice to kind of get into character a little bit.
Well, no, absolutely, and that's why I started listening to the DDO news, DDO Players Newscast in the first place, was because when Drac and Pinely first started, everything was new to them, and us old grognards, we'd been at it for a decade already. We're like, we've done this a million times, but listening to Drac's podcast, they're seeing stuff with new eyes. I'm like, oh, it's fresh to them. I see it now.
I still remember that fresh off the boat feeling when you step off onto into the harbor from like way back in 15
Before
years
Cobalt
ago.
Island. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Way before Korthos. Oh my god.
Yeah, when the Inspired Quarter was the place where you came in. Yeah, oh, I know that
Yeah.
was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was part of all the rest of the harbor. Now it's
Yeah,
all
but
divvied up.
But yeah, that is the really nice thing, that we can come in and enjoy the quest and not be like, oh, we got to get this done.
Yeah, no, I really enjoy it.
Yeah, and most of the quests that we're getting ready to run in Evening Star, I have never done at all. So everything's going to be new to me.
Can I say how much I'm loving my enchanter, by the way?
Oh, you're freaking enchanter.
I know most people don't like the whole party hat thing, but you gotta admit the whole person makes it.
Now, I don't like the party hat thing that well,
Nobody
but
does.
the
Nobody
whole
does.
person is awesome because my Bastani knife fighter loves when you hold those things.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
I'm
it's
like,
just
ooh,
amazing.
bonus. Oh, it's looking
Basically an
dead.
insta crit.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, and that's
So-
what I'm saying. Like the party balance, like the way the four of us are going now, it's a real nice balance.
It is. So much fun.
So, next we have Drac, This Week in Gaming.
Actually, Lessah can plug the
Oh,
damsels
yes,
before
this
that.
is true.
What?
Every
I was
time
freaking
you're on this
wait.
podcast,
Lessah is in another group?
Yeah, that's right.
What?
Are you cheating on us?
Yeah, I do. Yes, I am.
You
I
know,
am.
but
How
I
are you
find
in
this
another
hilarious
group?
though.
I
Nobody's
have a
online
harem
but me.
and a harem.
How many times have you been on this podcast?
So many. You don't
Every time you're on this podcast, I tell you, now it's time for you to plug what the damsel's doing, and your reaction is always, "What?"
What?
Right?
Every single time.
Every time, every time.
Let's see. We're gonna be running Sharn this Saturday on our level 15s, and
First time.
yeah, it'll be first time. And Mithri and I have been doing our final run through for our main characters on Arganessen. We broke through a wall. We hit the level 11 quest, and we got to Necro Tier 3, and we're like, I don't want to do that.
Oh no,
So
oh
one
god,
night,
those are the worst.
after many drinks, I said, you know what? Let's just do it.
Imagine that.
Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's just do one and see what happens. And we did 3, and it was amazing. I was shocked. It was so much fun. So after that, it was no problem at all. We've been playing all the time, and but we had to stop so that we could do the whole Sharn thing on heroic, and that's it.
Nice.
That's what the damsels are doing. Oh, wait, and we're judging a contest for the DDO cast. I think something like selfies, character selfies, or I don't know. The first time I heard about it was when I read it.
Oh,
Whenever I was hosting the DDO cast. So
you have to tell me
Yeah,
everything you know about it because
which
I
was
could do
hilarious.
a great selfie with a bunch of held creatures.
Can
Get a
you?
little army. Just get a little army going.
Oh, that would be great.
You actually could, actually. Yes.
Yeah, that would be a great selfie.
Bunch of party
Ye-
hats, bunch of held creatures.
It'd be amazing.
Yeah, and
It'd
I
be great.
think what that is you're going to pick your favorite pictures, and they win 500 DDO points. But then Patrick is randomly going to pick somebody that's going to win the
Yeah.
Masterminds of Sharn
Yep,
Ultimate Edition.
Yeah, the ultimate
What?
winner will
Mhm.
be random.
Yes, that's going to be random.
That is
And you know everybody has a good chance because I'm not involved in it at all, so my RNG bad juju won't rub off on you at all. It's fine. It's fine.
I've already got the ick on me. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
I know. Sorry. Sorry. Can I say?
It's okay. It's okay.
And
It's part of the
where can
reason we
people...
play with you.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Just throw me a bone every now and again. It's like, here, I will give you this named item that I got, and you didn't. Ha! You know, pretty much. And where can people watch the damsels?
Right at damselsofddo.com, and we are proud members of the DDO livestream team. You can catch us every other Friday night, the crack of 11 Eastern.
So
Or maybe it's midnight. I don't know. I don't know.
Sometimes.
You fix it up.
Sometimes.
Fix it in post. Edit. Go ahead.
There you-
Magic.
I'll get right on that. Spoiler alert. No, I won't.
Spoiler alert. I will not. I refuse.
I will not. Because I don't edit that much anymore because it took too much time.
It takes a lot
Anyway.
of work, doesn't it?
It does. I know it's a lot of work to edit these shows because, yeah, when I first started doing this podcast, I like edited everything, like breaths and everything, and dead airs and all
Did
of that,
you
and then
say
breaths,
I thought you
breaths,
breaths.
breath,
Oh, breath too.
not
Those-
breath.
said
No,
that you
good,
edited
no.
those,
no,
like
no.
in or out.
Well, sometimes you gotta have an innie, sometimes you gotta have an outie. It's fine. And on that note, we'll just jump right into our weekend gaming. What I did.
What were you playing? Hentai? I mean, what?
No, there was no tentacles
Wait a
involved.
minute.
What?
What was that
What?
game that Patrick was playing a while back?
What?
Never mind.
What?
Never
you
mind,
outing
never mind.
somebody right now?
No.
I'm gonna say what? What? Do we need to have an intervention? Is that what I'm hearing? What? I'm not sure what's going on. So as I said, we Pine Leaf and I started our playthrough of Sharn. We did the first 2 quests. I'll just say this: we're gonna do a full review on it after we run all the main storyline quest. I loved the first 2 quests so far. I think they did a really good job. I won't spoil anything. If you want to get spoiled big time, you can watch the video. If not, run them for yourself and then watch the video if you want. If not, it's fine. You can see me play DDO badly if you'd like these guys get to see every week, but it's fine. Also on Wayfinder, I did a lot of stuff with you guys. As we said before the show, this is going to be kind of awkward because your gaming week is pretty much going to be the same as my gaming week. Because we basically paid together.
I've played a little bit of Civilization this week.
All right, well, we will get to you in a second. But yeah, we did, and I'm not going to go over everything we did because we did like a ton of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You can go over to the show notes and read it. But yeah, we just, basically I played on Wayfinder. All my DDO this week, other than the little playthrough where Sharon was on
Let me ask you this question. Was that
Sure.
the first time you'd been to Hot Drow Island?
It was not.
Oh.
I kind of remembered it because at first I was like, I've never been here. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I have. But it was like a long time ago.
Mindsunder.
No.
That was your first
No.
Mindsunder, but that
That
was not
was-
your first Dream Chaser, Catcher,
Right,
whatever.
no.
Dream Conspiracy. That's what it is.
Yeah, Pineleaf and I did that a long time ago. But I didn't remember anything about it, though.
Can I tell you what I loved when Lessah joined the Hero? When she was running us through our paces to get the damn beholder clicking.
God, the beholder
Holy
clicking.
crap! She was a taskmaster.
Follow. I
She
will
was a
leave you
cruel
behind.
taskmaster at that.
It was amazing. How many times did we run that? It was so efficient. So efficient.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, yeah, we had it down to what, like
left,
7 minutes?
left. And then Tay comes in and he's like a puppy. He's got to touch everything.
I had to
He's
sniff,
like,
I've
"Ooh,
sniffed
puzzle."
all the tufts of grass. I mean,
He's like,
there
"Ooh,
might be a
puzzle."
smell I've never sniffed.
Gotta
Can I
mark
touch this?
everything.
Can I touch this? Can I turn this? And Leslie's like, no, don't touch that.
No, don't
Do
Lifting
not.
my leg and nothing's coming
away.
out. Like I'm just, it's just for the sake of,
She's just
marking my
going through the motions.
territory.
Nice.
So, Lessah, what did you do this week?
I have a list of things that I did. I obviously went to Wayfinder with you guys, and I did the Lord's March with Myth. And we did it on Reaper, and it was a great experience. You know what's not a great experience? Taking a hireling rogue into Undermine. Because when you tell
probably
the
not.
hireling rogue to disarm a mine,
Oh boy.
she you know how they do this sort of little slide across the floor thing? Yeah, she just slides right into it. That's it off. That is a way of
technically,
disarming
she
it.
disabled it.
Yes,
so
she did disable it, but
she did what you wanted
she
her to.
killed herself in the process several times, and me, because you have to go so close so that they'll go so close. So it was pretty challenging, actually. I really enjoyed it. And let's see,
So, before you go on, talk about this secret questing thing you're doing now.
Okay, so secret questing is the golden hour after I finish working and before Myth's husband gets home. Because Myth's husband gotta have his dinner. He has to have his dinner. So we go in, secret like, do 1 or 2 quests, boom, we're done. Nothing happened, nobody knows nothing.
That's what they make mayonnaise sandwiches
gets
for.
Exactly. Randy still gets his dinner. So, and it's cooked and whatever it is she does to it. So that's what we've been doing.
The golden questing hour.
The golden questing hour
Love it.
Nice.
between the time when I get off work and he gets home. That's it.
Thank
That's
goodness for
secret
LA
questing.
traffic.
Right?
exactly.
Yeah, how about that?
Got that 2-hour commute. Let's do
Yeah.
this.
How about that commute? Let's see. I went into. Oh, that's right. I should probably also tell you that secret questing is not something that I advertise. You have to follow me on Twitch for that. Twitch.tv/Lessah101.
It took
I-
free.
It don't come free.
He charges hourly.
I do. I do. Well, usually
First
when we
rule
do
of
the
secret
damsels,
questing.
we
Yeah.
you don't talk about
You don't talk about secret questing.
questing. We do the damsels, we announce it, and it's a planned thing. Secret questing's not like that. And half the time, I don't even watch the chat. I'm just twitching just in case something funny happens. Because if something funny happens, I'm going to make a clip out of it. It's going to be grand. Ever since
It's
I
gonna go
started
viral.
coaching, I
It's
haven't.
gonna go viral.
Nothing epic has happened yet, though. Not like the first day where we said, "Oh, let's just try just one quest," and we go into the one quest, and the floor falls out from under me, and then the grease trap goes off, and then I'm running in place and screaming because there's spikes behind me, and I'm like, "Help me, Myth, help me!" and she won't stop laughing long enough to help me. You can only invoke
Oh,
the name of Oprah Winfrey once per day.
Yeah, I
You're
just
done.
We
did
talked
it.
about this
I
last
did
night.
my once.
Burned it.
We talked about this last night.
Oh.
No more. I also played Division 2 this week, and I'm saving Washington D.C. one block at a time. I saved the Constitution from the
dang.
vault that it was securely locked in.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Right?
Can you
Thank goodness
can you
for that.
explain
Who knows
to me how
what
this
happened
works?
to that
Right.
Constitution in that
That was
vault?
locked in this
It was
vault that I had
securely
to
locked in.
that I had to break
Okay.
into.
Whew. You know, you're national.
I saved it. Hashtag saved.
Save the Constitution.
Welcome, America.
I
No, that's
so
not a
wanna
praise.
get to
That's a
Division 2.
plea. Save the Constitution.
Oh, sorry. Wait, it was the Declaration of
Hey-o.
Independence. It wasn't the Constitution. Maybe the Constitution will be next, but it was definitely the Declaration of Independence. I saved that. Definitely saved
I
it.
so want to buy the Division 2. I gotta buy it.
It is so much fun. You should go with the Division 1 because it's probably
I have it.
on sale. They
I
put it
have
on
it
sale
already.
all the time. Oh, you do?
I
You don't
do.
play it?
What's wrong with you?
Um,
Do you
Shorter
hate
list. What's
fun?
not?
Is that what the
Like-
deal is? Do you hate-
like I don't see you people clamoring to play it with me. So
Well, we were there was a great deal of clamoring.
The clamor
once
has
upon
already
a
happened.
time. Yeah, the clamor
Okay.
Clamor
happened.
is passed.
Got up to level 30, and we just never stopped playing the same characters at level 30 because level 30 is where the game really starts.
A whole new world.
A whole new world.
A new
The
fantastic point of view.
underground is gonna get you.
And now we got the YouTube copyright claim. Thank you very
I'm gonna
much.
get banned.
You're welcome.
Thanks
You're
for
welcome.
that.
Gonna get banned. Oh, and I played 7 Days to Die.
Of course you did.
Yes, with my crew.
You're
Yeah, no.
She can't say
I-
it without choking on her own
It
words.
says in the
Oh.
show notes, which I accused Lessah of turning the show notes for the show into a fan fiction novel. She says 7 Days to Die with my ginger dreamboat.
That's so true. I
I've
gotta,
had
I'm
dinner
not
with
sure how I
Patrick, have
feel
you?
about that.
gotta take advantage of it while it's there. Hey, Rent, remember that
Yeah.
time we played 7 Days to Die and I spawned in super close to you and I just never left you alone ever for any reason?
Right.
Wasn't that
Run.
good times?
So good.
And I was like always out of food and I was always knocking on your door. And then for some reason, when you built your little tower of power defense house, you had a turret facing out and it was set to shoot everyone, including me.
No. That's a
Remember that time?
misunderstanding. Total misunderstanding.
Really?
Good time.
Did it keep you away? Did it keep you out?
Well, I just drove up and honked my horn. Got
She
any
wanted
food?
curbside service.
That was
Rolling
great.
I can't even right now.
Oh my god.
That was great. That was great. I don't know when this world is going to go poof. I got to take advantage of it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I got to do security upgrades for the maze. And I'm making an underground parking garage now. Because why not?
Maybe when the world goes poof, I will start playing again.
You should start playing now. I'm making
don't
anything
believe
you
it.
want.
No.
I'm a crafter.
She's
I
crafty.
do things.
Crafty one.
That's right.
Drac, you would not believe the metamorphosis that has come over Lessah. She has gone from a
Right.
indoor house cat
Blossomed.
to a forking predator. I mean, she is like she is out there. She is the alpha
out there.
predator.
Doing my
She's
thing.
Works them all.
I am the
Oh.
thing that goes
Yeah.
bump in the night.
Really?
She is. She's the one who
Really?
knocks.
Really?
Yes, I mean she's out there like
Hmm.
crafting stuff, making stuff, shooting stuff in the head. It is
Mhm.
not the
All
not
of
the
that.
Lessah we
No,
grew up
You
with.
are
it's not.
tempting me to jump
It's
on
not.
the server
It's
now
not
to
the
see
ginger has
this.
changed me.
Yes, the gender has changed.
Again, don't know how I feel about
Never
this.
go
It's okay.
back.
Not helping
Never
your
go
case
back.
here.
You're not helping.
Not helping. Not helping at all.
And this is funny because I've had dinner with Patrick and Lessah has not.
I know, right? What the hell?
I am the center
man?
of this universe.
You're the meat. You're the manwhich.
You know, it does always kind of revolve around you somehow. It always comes back to you.
Right?
It really
Somehow
does. It
Somehow
does. It comes back to you.
That's by design, not accident.
I am the Stanley of the DDO universe.
He is. He does a cameo everywhere.
It's pretty amazing. But anyway, we are now.
Yeah, we're at your place. Yeah, you're weak in gaming.
My weekend gaming was basically everybody else's gaming. Weekend gaming. I don't do anything by myself because I'm a social creature.
Yeah.
You're a social creature, but you don't like people around you.
Right.
that.
Exactly.
Antisocial. Just yeah.
He's socially
Ah.
antisocial.
I love gatherings, but I hate people. How does that happen?
He's got to go in and do his tight 10 and leave.
Yeah, and then leave. Right. Always have them wanting more, and then get out. So yeah, no, my weekend gaming was everybody else's, unless I was wallowing in like Discord, listening to 80s
I
sappy
know.
songs.
What
Oh
was
my god! I
that
see
all
you
about?
sometimes doing that. I'm like, what is happening?
What is he doing?
Somebody beat you up at the playground.
What is he
It's
doing?
all
And I
right.
tried to send Myth in to like run interference. I was like, go check on him. She's like, no, I'm busy.
I don't want to touch down the 10-foot pole.
I know, right?
I am musically a 14-year-old girl, so don't judge. Anyway, that was my week. Tay?
You know, I've basically done everything that you guys have as well this week, except. Can you guys guess what game?
Civ.
Yes.
Got to be Civilization.
Civ 5.
It literally
Civ
has
5.
to be Civ 5.
Civ 5. Civ 5. I have not jumped on the Civ 6 bandwagon. And
Oh,
for,
yeah.
For
5,
those
5.
of you listening, I know everyone here has played Civ, I think, except maybe Drac.
Yes, I have never played it. Correct.
Yeah, I think you might like it, but we'll talk about this another time. But if you haven't played Civ before, it's basically you are a famous nation or culture throughout history and represent, in my case, Alexander the Great.
All the time,
Yes.
every time. Alexander
And,
the Great is the only playable character.
It really is.
Do
Oh my God.
not play Civilization.
You
5.
know, you
I've
just
quit doing it. I refused to play with Tay ever again because he's such
Wow.
a giant bag of dicks.
But
Yeah,
that's
you know,
Alexander.
friendship
I'm
is
just-
almost ended over this.
He's gotta roll. He's just gotta play the character, you know.
Yeah,
overtakes him.
Wow.
The next thing I know,
really?
he's making deals behind my back with the Queen of Spain to attack me.
I'm pretty sure it was the Queen of Russia. Just saying.
Oh, was it? Oh God, I can't
Just
believe
saying.
you
So,
remember.
Drac, imagine having hopes, dreams, aspirations, and having those hopes, dreams, and aspirations within reach, and then having Tay come in and just poop
Help.
all over them.
Help! I know. I help.
No. He makes them seem attainable, and then he crushes your hopes and dreams.
So I'm not hearing help here in this
Yeah,
situation.
Whenever he says, "Hey, I got a deal on the table," you are always getting screwed. 100% of the time. You don't know
Oh,
how
God.
yet.
Zoe didn't get screwed. Just saying. Just saying.
Mhm.
No, she kept you on your toes.
She's just a good player. You know, she's just playing the game.
I'm just playing
playing
the
the
game,
game.
man.
Don't hate the
Mhm.
player. Don't hate the
Mhm.
player.
I hate the game.
Don't hate the game, hate the player.
That's exactly right. Thank you.
Well, anyway, I'm just saying we can do a co-op mode. I'm totally cool with that. I would love to.
That
I'd
is
love
the
to show you
only
my
way I would
ways.
play with you.
I've
is if it was
offered. I want to.
guaranteed
I
that
want
you
to,
would not
please.
attack me.
Yes, we'll be on the same team. So
Because you can't not.
But would you
You're
get
right.
the guarantee for that? Really? Really?
yeah,
Yeah.
because
Do you,
her
do you
failure
think
is my
he
failure.
really wouldn't attack
Yeah.
you?
Drac, you don't understand. We could go like 5 against Tay, and he would still win.
No,
Yeah,
that's
he
a
would.
little much. Like
He
4
would.
and a half.
Dylan,
Like
Dylan.
4.5.
He's like, oh, maybe 4.5.
Mm-hmm.
It's not me. It's just the city states. They have their own will. They die.
Yeah, no.
Their
No. As
decision.
soon as he gets control of them, you're done. He
Listen,
will
listen.
vote down everything that you love, and he will keep everything that benefits him.
They've
and
elected
then
me.
you're
The
done.
world believes these
The
are
world
the
has
proper.
chosen.
Oh my god. Oh my
Not
god.
me.
Oh.
They've just made me their voice. They've elected me their chosen. Don't you believe in freedom,
I hope you guys are getting the
democracy?
Oh my god! Is
Of
he
the
trying to get
hell.
elected or?
Ah. I'm getting triggered. Oh.
I'm getting triggered.
Yeah, PTSD.
Triggered.
Quick, move on, move
That
on.
rhetoric I use in game.
So, thank you, Tay.
Yeah, I've been playing Civ 5, as I always do.
So anyway, I was going to mention if you listeners are on the DDO Players website, there is a GoFundMe to help support DDO Players tabletop convention coverage. Please, if you find value in listening to this podcast, consider donating because again, Drac's coverage of these conventions isn't cheap and it's super entertaining. So your entertainment is worth a few bucks. So please consider donating to the GoFundMe to help support DDO Players tabletop convention coverage.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What he
absolutely.
said.
Exactly.
Yeah, and we also have this Patreon thing too, and that money goes to help run the site because we have our Mixler bill. Mixler we have to pay for yearly, hosting, all of the fun stuff. Websites and stuff are expensive, and yeah, it's like we just have two sites. It's just basically I just run these two sites.
Yeah,
I
and
love
this-
doing it, but it's expensive.
Right, this is not a paying job for Drac. This is Drac
I
is
wish
a
it was.
puppet.
That would be awesome if it was,
Podcast.
but
I don't know. I thought we
unfortunately
were
it's
getting paid by
not.
Centauri whiskey a minute
That's
ago.
right. That's right. Our new sponsor, whiskey. But yeah, so go over to check out our Patreon if you want to support us there, or you can just do our GoFundMe, which, as Ren said, will help to support our Origins and Gen Con coverage this year. We didn't have any feedback this week. Remember, you can always go to iTunes and give us a review. That does help us by getting us more visible. The more 5-star reviews you have on iTunes, the more times we'll show up. If somebody just goes to iTunes and types in like Dungeons and Dragons or DDO, we should pop up because we have reviews. So think about doing that. I have no featured comments. You can always go to the site, comment on any of the posts that we put up over there, or you can go to the YouTube and put comments there as well. You can send us an email if you would like, podcast@ddoplayers.com. You can also follow us on Twitter. The Players Alliance Network is @Players Ally. DDO Players @DDO Players. Myself @Dracula_72. Pineleaf @Pineleaf Needles. And you can follow me on Twitch as well at Dracula_72 as well. Lessah can be found at Lessah on Twitter, and Rent is at Rent2Pone. And Tay does not have a Twitter. What is wrong with you, you millennial you?
Again, it'd
He
be
has
sure
an
to go for what
Instagram,
is
I'm
it?
sure.
I'm sure he's on the
no,
gram.
No, I'm not. I'm not even on Facebook, really. Not much.
Are you
at
like
least.
anti-social networking?
Yeah,
is that what I'm
antisocial
hearing?
networks. It's
Is
called
that
having
what I'm
friends.
Ew, gross.
Oh God!
It's not how this
did that
works.
work
It's not how
out?
any of this works.
It's terrible. I love that freaking commercial.
I do too. That is the greatest commercial ever.
I
It
unfriend
also, yeah, I unfriend you. I unfriend you all. Lessah, you can follow her on Twitch. That is Lessah101.
Mhm.
Sure. And also damselsofddo.com. Anything else you guys want to plug, want to say before we give our sign off here?
No, super good.
When's our once monthly tabletop? Not tabletop. Fantasy Grounds game. We should if you like this, you might.
The next one of that will be, let me look at my calendar.
I think it's the second Sunday of every month that we do it.
June 9th is the next one of those. And yeah, that is the game that Patrick is DMing. That is a super fun game too, because we all gel well together. So
I would hope after how many years?
True, true. So you can check out all of the live shows that we have over on the Players Alliance Network. That is DDO Players News, which is normally Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, and on Saturday evenings at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we have Lotro Players News. You can find all those shows over at ddoplayers.com/live. I wanted to thank you guys for joining me on the show. I enjoyed it so much.
Absolutely.
Hope you guys had
Always a
fun
honor
being
to
here.
be-
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah.
pleasure.
Yeah.
Well-
Anytime. Anytime. So with that, we're going to sign off. Thanks everybody for listening, and may the RNG be kinder to you than it is to me, because the RNG sucks.